hello, Michael. Where do I find you at the moment?
My apartment in Gothenburg.
Uh-huh. Okay, so I have to congratulate you on the 20th anniversary of Dark Tranquility, first of
Well,
all.
thank you.
And secondly, we have a new release, Where Death is Almost Alive. How come a DVD?
Well, we ever since we released the last one, which was I guess in 2002, wasn't it? We've been looking for places and venues and time,
Mm-hmm.
like a timeline where we could do another one, And with the lineup change, with the kind of tours that we did for this album, we felt it was the perfect timing to do it, to coincide with the anniversary of the band as well as kind of show off what we're about at this moment, And we felt that we had like the strongest set list and a great
Uh-huh.
kind of new energy in the band that we wanted to show off. So it was something that we've been looking to do for a long time, and finally it happened. It all fell into place on this European tour that we did.
It was a nice moment.
For sure, it was without a doubt the best tour that we've ever done, and this was one of the best shows. So
I'm glad to hear that. So now that the DVD is finally released, when you look at it, what are you most happy with?
I'm really happy with the way the look of the DVD came out. How it looks really cool. It has like a beautiful color. It
Yeah, about the
shows.
artwork, right?
Oh no, I'm talking about the actual, the actual kind of filming, the way they cinematography and everything around that. I think they really captured the feel of being at a show, and being right there in bed.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm really happy with how that came out, and I think the Sara Film guys in Finland, they did an amazing job capturing the whole concert, So that's what I like the most. I just still watch it, time to time, and I still enjoy it because it looks so good, and not counting the six bastards in the frame all the time, but they did a great job kind of shooting it, I think.
Do you remember how was the night before the live? Were you guys anxious, happy?
We were pretty. I'm a bit nervous because there was just a lot of technical aspects that needed to be taken care of, but. Other than that, no, we had a day off in Milan. It was beautiful. We had a nice dinner, and then we went to bed early. One of the kind of the easiest and the kind of most laid back night of the whole tour that we did. Because you felt, it's gonna be a day, might as well go to bed. But of course, you spend all night just thinking about the coming show, and you didn't. I didn't sleep for a second, But at the same time, though, I mean the show was pretty much just another one on that tour, We didn't feel that we needed to do anything special, We just went out on stage as we always do, because it didn't make any sense to kind of try to do anything else but that. So we just, I'm just happy that everything worked out and they filmed the whole thing,
Okay. So we have a DVD with a lot of documentary interviews, promo videos, live clips. What were the selection criteria? You must have been through a lot of memories, looking all over that.
For sure. I mean, first and foremost, we wanted a documentary, so we set that up, and that took some work to get that going. But it turned out really well. It goes through the first kind of stumbling steps, in our career and how we started the band and why we did it in the first place, pretty much. So I think that's a really cool aspect of it. And then all the other material, which is something that we found, in my attic, pretty much. I have a couple of boxes full of VHS cassettes that I never watched, and never went through. And then so me and Nicholas sat down for a couple of days and just went through everything, and we found shows and concerts and stuff like that we never knew
they
had
existed.
No, yeah, and we, of course, we don't even remember the show, so it was a lot of fun to go through, and then after we found all these shows, the criteria was to include songs that we either never done live before or since.
Yeah, I've seen that on the DVD.
Or songs that never ended up on an album. Stuff that we only did live and then discarded. So it's all kind of unique stuff on there, and that made it kind of interesting for us.
Well, that's a very good thing, because I have to mention that You seem that you satisfy your fans that way, if you know what I
I hope
mean.
so. Yeah.
Yep, you do. So, any expectations on how the DVD will do in Europe and the US, or is it too early to mention that?
I don't think it's out yet in the States. I think it's going to be out on the 17th of November. So, but it's out here in Europe, and in Sweden it went directly to #1 in the DVD charts. So that was really
That's
good.
very good.
It's really nice. So we're off to a good start. That's all I know, pretty much. I only know what happened
Uh-huh.
here.
So, why the title? Who chose that?
Well, I did. I mean, obviously it relates to the song Terminus, but also it was the name of the tour,
Mm-hmm.
and the meaning of it changed, because it's the tour and the DVD. So, for the title for the DVD and the tour basically
Uh-huh.
means that we go wherever death metal is
Yep.
alive and kicking. That's where we.
Yeah, we're still here.
Yeah. So that's why we do this in the first place, to kind of
Okay.
to reach out to the people who to appreciate the stuff that we do.
Okay.
And that's what they care about.
I want to take you a little back, the past, because when you started, I think Sky Dancer was the most underrated album. How do you feel now? 8 albums after, now that people love the band.
Well, we were definitely kind of ahead of its time when it came out. I think a lot of people were really turned off by it because it was not brutal and not heavy enough.
Mm-hmm.
People seem to either love it, intensely, or they just went, it's too melodic. It's all the stuff that does not belong in death metal. So even like some of our close friends from the city, they were like, "Oh, it's cool that you made an album, but
Yeah, but not that one.
yeah, exactly. Why don't you stick to death metal? This is not what it's supposed to be. And we were like, screw that. It doesn't matter. We love it. We were so happy with it, and
We do what we love.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
no, people are narrow-minded.
I guess, but that's cool. People have their preference. I don't like that. So for us, it was just a way of releasing something that was entirely our own,
Uh-huh.
and something that we loved, and also with every kind of narrow-minded point of view that we heard, that
Yeah.
kind of reinforced the idea that we were onto something special and something original, because that's all we really wanted to do. Like,
Yeah,
we
that's
wanted
who
to
we
make
are,
music
that's
that
what
no
we
one
do.
else, that no one else was doing at the time.
Uh-huh. So nowadays, Dark Tranquillity have become an influence for many other bands. How does it feel to be an important part of heavy metal? In the general meaning,
Well,
I'm saying heavy metal, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't. I mean, it's great to see that we're cited as influence, and we can realize that our music has made an impact in some people's lives
Mhm.
and musical lives. But other than that, I just find it hard to even comprehend or grasp, because it's such a thing.
Yeah.
But the only thing I can say, I guess, is that we're extremely proud that we have stayed true to what we started out, like we set out to do, and it has really, really paid off. We had
Yep.
no delusions of grandeur when we started. We wanted to make music that was different than original,
Yep.
and we always said, like, if people don't like it now, fuck it. Eventually they will come around and they will understand what we're up to, because if the 6 of us love it, then probably there are a few others out there who will appreciate it as well, and it seems like that number is growing every day.
And that's really good.